Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age Empires 4 replay. Spawn bottom right side as the yellow roost. We got a foreign name, which at first symbol looks like a gong. Spawn top left side as the green Chinese. We got SortOf. When it comes to map generation, I see greens, both gold deposits spawn in front of him. This other small one spawned very in front of him, and this one off the side. Of course, this map has a lot of food sources in the center. We've got a mix of deer, berries, and fish deposits. Another side has advanced berries, so they're equally inadequate. Oh, we've got a good stockpile of berries right next to each other. Roost's deer deposit spawned way off in the corner, and green, not necessarily in the corner, but might as well be as well. Large golden stone spawn over here, while the yellow stone deposit more in the center, while the gold deposit, of course, equally as far as the green gold deposit. And this other small gold deposit spawned over here, as well as up here. Oh, I should have increased the mini-map size for that. Got a good number of sheeple there. Imperial Academy now being established by the Chinese player. Does get a good number of sheeple there. And there's a golden gate there as well. It seems like the Kremlin's basically fallen out of meta. To be fair, the militia have been heavily nerfed. Now with the militia just having a degrade pretty quickly, makes me wonder if maybe they can get a cost reduction. Not sure how to rebalance on the Kremlin. It is still a free wooden fortress, means you get plus 20% drop off without needing any resources. Still a pretty good defensive landmark. So also probably very useful if you're planning to go for a secondary town center. Village now being employed in the field. The Chinese player is collecting up a decent amount of resources as well as a bit of wood. I'm wondering if he's going to try to go for a secondary town center or Song Dynasty. This player aged a bit slower than his opponent. Scout moving around. And we've got a good number of scouts over there. This player's going to be trying to grab some venison in the middle of the map. They are deposits of 3. Chinese players, professional scouts being researched as well. Slower than the Roost players. But they have them pretty similar times, so we're going to see some scout fights. Maybe a horseman can help out both sides. It's probably a little bit overkill for the Roost player to go for an early night. Unless he's fighting against horsemen. Against scouts, probably be perfectly fine just to go for horsemen. Spearmen would be both good for both sides either way. Of course, we got 2-3 deer deposits here, ready to hunt. Yellow's now obtained professional scouts. Green's professional scouts been completed as well. These guys are heading towards this deer deposit, the safe deer deposit. It may not be a good idea. Probably should go for a bit more aggressive deer deposits. Green's now going for the survival techniques. Chinese does have some archers. Can't get out of Zunch News until it goes to the Song Dynasty. Imperial examinations now being researched, improving the Imperial Gold's capacity of the Imperial officials' tax collection. Big round of venison being dropped off by yellow. Do have some archers here. Archers are honestly a bit more of a soft counter than a harder counter to scouts. Or scouts can't do much in return. Try shanking them. I mean, there's 8 scouts on the field versus 8 archers. We do have a wooden fortress here for the improved wood drop-off. Plus, it does provide some good garrison space. Trying to obtain the deer deposit over here. Looks like green's going to try to interrupt this deer collection. He's also going for the wheelbarrow, so is yellow. And yellow already has +1 wood collection as well. And green scout's trying to be annoying. Green has a good number of archers in the field. Grab some venison there. So you have the scout just drop the venison, let the other two run away. He's trying to do the formation move to make this guy move a little bit fast in formation. I don't think it's going to be super successful. Does drop the piece of venison there. These guys going to take some hits there. He's not properly focus firing. Drops a scout there and drops some venison. Multiple scouts going down here as well. Great field control by green. This player is now down to 5 scouts. He had 8. This player has enough resource to age on up. Going high trade house. Oh, that's a really bad spot. I guess he really doesn't want to be close to these guys here. But that is a really bad spot. That is going to provide minimal gold income. We'll of course still be able to provide deer. So it'll be a pretty safe deer collection, that's for sure. With this poor placement though, it could honestly be saying to probably think about the abbey. What's called? Monastery of the Trinity? Trinity Monastery? I actually forget what the other landmark's called. Abbey of the Trinity. Allows you to get warrior monks 50% cost reduction, going from 240 down to 120. They're still weaker than horsemen, but they do have the Saint's Blessing and get some pretty good unique upgrades where they get like plus 100% base health. I mean, if I'm incorrect, that becomes like one of the healthiest light cavalries in the game. Plus 100 health from the unique upgrade, plus 25 health from the Boros Fortitude, plus was it 40 or 60 health from the standard monk religious unit research, and then of course biology to improve it even further. I think they get like can get up to like 500 max health in Imperial Age. Can't remember though. Both players are now aged on up. Astronomical Clock Tower was completed by the Chinese player. Last of the venison's being obtained now. Chinese player has a good number of archers and actually got the veteran archer research. Veteran archers are pretty rare for the Chinese. Most times you just see Zunch news. We do have a pair of knights on the build queue for the Roost player, but with the amount of archers in the field, it's actually probably better to go for just horsemen. Chinese player bringing some veteran spearmen as well, which makes sense. The Roosts are known for horses. Knight does take a bit of damage there. The Lancer pursuing him. These guys do take a bit of damage there. Knights and Scout falling back up. A Lancer here. Warrior Monk does pick up a relic. Of course, the Warrior Monk does have decent mobility. A little bit slower than an Archer. Keyword in the little part. Knights taking a bit of damage there. The regular Knights have right now 4 armor. The Archers have 7 damage at the moment, so they do 3 damage per arrow. I was like, ooh, that Knight's almost down. So is this one. This one's plenty health. And looks like we'll escape on out of there. He's trying to go back in while I'm trying to find a Warrior Monk. Got 2 Scouts, 3 Knights here. It appears to be all the venison on the map has been claimed. Over here looks like the scout does go down there. The amount of damage on these forces. That monk dies, and of course, Obi-Wan out of there. Have they not fixed that bug where the Chinese monks just disintegrate? I wonder if that's some sort of Chinese censorship there. Either way, the knights are falling back there or forward. 2 scouts with them for spotting, of course. Councilor's hand cannoneer fires, firing away. All these guys are wounded. He needs to fall back to a warrior monk, get them healed on up. It would be very much worth it. A warrior monk does go down there. Nope. Some of these guys had a bit more health. Has now less health. Oh boy. Yeah, just... Oh, got a Warlord there. Nice preemptive Warlord. He does go and avoid it. Another Warlord over here. Does prevent the assault there. Try and go back in. He will lose. Not worth, I would say. So many of those guys, all of them in fact, could go down. Like I said, I think it would have been much better fall back to a warrior monk, get healed on up. That was a lot of value there, just to interrupt the relic, which he will likely still claim. A couple more lancers do go down there. Crossbowman does go down. There's Saint's Blessing there, giving him additional armor and damage there. Scouts do go down there. Archers getting some good damage on those spearmen. Does get a nice little brace there. Yellow's backing on off. We got a good number of lancers here. Good number of crossbows, archers. Yellow over here just has a good same number of knights and a good number of archers. Though now there's more lancers than knights now. And with no spear there, not like the knights can push forward and engage the lancers. Yellow's trying to set us up away, trying to deal with these spearmen, but some of his arrows are going to lancers, not good. Knights push way forward, gets a good damage here, and another Lancer goes down there. British players having trouble with the Lancers the more. Bardic in the Sun, Chinese players going for Song Dynasty. More step away, almost all the spearmen gone down. Of course, the Knights will be outnumbered from the Lancers. And they quickly get focused down there, does not focus on the wounded Lancer there. Takes up that knight there. Bardic in the Sun, still not halfway built. We have veteran horsemen now being reached for the Chinese player. I apologize if you hear the thunder in the background. Got another scattered thunder shot here. Wooden fortress here, providing some defense. No upgrades onto it. I always find Castle Turret actually very, very nice. And I think I did a bit of brief offhand math. Castle Turret actually does provide more DPS than Spring Gold in placement, assuming you have all 8 garrison spots garrisoned. Not to mention it's cheaper as well. Good damage there, because each archer does 6 damage. Got the 6 damage, so it effectively gets +2 damage. I didn't see the attack speed though. Trying to do some offhand math. But if you think about it, 8 times 2, 16 damage. And take out the attack speed, which I think is like half the attack speed of the Spring Gold. And you can always just go both of the Wooden Fortress, but it is very nice. You can also always mix it in with the arrow sled as well to get a little bit of extra range as well. And you can get all the upgrades while at it. Yeah, attack speed is 1.88. Spring Gold is twice that. Spring Gold does provide 40 damage. Yep, it does. Attack speed is 4.38, so slightly faster than that. The DPS is actually very similar between the two. Of course, Spring Gold costs a lot more. The Castle Turret only costs 75 stones. It's actually pretty cheap. Don't knock the castle turret there if you're trying to keep it. It allows your villagers to actually put up a decent fight. Granted, in situations like this, Spring Gold is actually able to provide some fire support and able to let the villagers be on the outside. You have now a round of horse archers on field, effectively mounted crossbowman that does not do bonus damage versus heavy. They're a pretty nice unit to accompany your force. Additionally, unlike the generous crossbow nerf, these guys retain the 12 base damage. So if you ever like the generous nature of the crossbowman, the generous nature of the horse archer can be very nice. They offer similar health, is affected by Boyar's Fortitude, has higher speed, so accompany knights and or horsemen. Same attack speed, and also cost wood rather than gold. Same base cost of 120 though, which is also pretty nice. Good amount of berries being cleaned up here. Knights to get a bit of damage. Got a number of horsemen being put out by the Chinese player. Good number of horse archers in return. And since they have pretty good base damage, they will punch through the armor of the horsemen quite nicely. Right now, the veteran horsemen do have 5 armor, so every arrow does 7 damage. We've got Nested Beast on field, which does do bonus damage versus range. Not ranged infantry, just range, so it will do bonus damage versus the horse archers. Took a pretty nasty hit there, besides the standard fight. Good amount of damage there. Yep, big round of thunder just went overhead. Good damage on the Lancer. Got triple nested bees. So it's becoming a bit of a hive of bees. Sorry, this icon sort of threw me for a loop. I don't remember seeing the little icon there before. Increase health by 50%, but that looks like more something that would indicate more armor or range resist. You have maxed out trade bounties now for the Rus. Another horse archer does go down there to a spearman, trying to take out these villagers who try and build that outpost. One's remaining. It does manage to take them out with the spearman there. Cancels it, as well as the mill. Pumbaa shall stay alive, as Kumatada has not been disturbed. Over on the left side here, got villagers collecting up some berries. Veteran crossbowman or veteran Zunchnews being researched. I don't know why I thought veteran crossbowman. So I have thought about an idea how to theorize a design of a secondary roost faction where they get early crossbowmen as a unique aspect. Doesn't sound too overpowered. After all, there's not many heavy units in Age 2, but of course it gives them a good temp to lose said heavy units. An early crossbowman will likely have either 8 or 9 base damage, and of course gets about 2 or 3 damage per age up. I forget what the base damage of a elite crossbowman has, like 14 or 15, right? Can't remember actually. Either way, we do have more horse archers being put on the field by the Roost player. Wins money camp there as well. Both players have 86 villagers. Both players have lost 7 villagers. So somehow the Song Dynasty, it has not really gotten a good villager advantage. It does have 2 town centers as well. For a time frame, Green just now have enough food to build villagers. Yell's now obtaining Pumbaa there. Does have a wooden fortress for defense, going for a spring golden placement as well. Yell's advanced before, a good number of cavalry or horse archers here. The Lancers taking out all the nested bees. The hive is getting destroyed. Villagers backing on off course. Got a spring golden placement there, not a fortified outpost upgrade. Villagers taking some severe damage there. Spearmen and Poscar trying to intercept the knights. Not too many of Green's villagers actually went down there. I thought a lot more would go down. Maybe pretty wounded. Horse archers there engaging this handful of villagers, spring golden placement, impaling the horse archers. Oh, look at those horse archers. They need to fall back, get to a warrior monk, heal on up. Can't get near replacement's power to get a triple kill. Now these horse archers will go down to this keep, but the villagers, it would have been worse for Green. Does take lose some of those villagers. The keep is tripping apart all of these wounded horse archers. Yeah, terrible. But we'll find a couple more villagers clean on up there. Knights push way forward. They do go through the gate there, a very important gate to help control this land. That's clearly the mythical Golden Gate landmark we've heard about. Never seen in person, that's clearly must be it. Outpost and the mill going down, so we'll just mining camp. And we've got the wooden fortress here. Spring gold upgrade on the way. Got a large number of Zunchnews here. Currently right now is 8 crossbowmen, 13 Zunchnews. Horse archers do have a range of 4.5, same range as Zunchnews. And looks like both those fish deposits still there. Second site being decaptured now. Green's trying to get some more walls on up, but decides to cancel them for now. They stopped building them. Going for more wall systems over here, getting some more farms up around the granaries. Could be a good idea to get a town center close by here just for a better drop-off point for the taxes, because I always see those granaries filled with taxes. So I always wonder if it's a good idea for a player to put a town center near it so they can drop off the taxes relatively or reasonably quick. Because I usually see thousands of taxes there. That looks like it's going to be a great gatehouse there. High armory being established now. But look at this. There's nowhere near enough food for the great gatehouse. This is just... Could this be some sort of bluff? Well, he sees it fully built, so it's probably puts himself into question. Nest of bees getting hit there only a little bit right now. Only a couple of Roost Knights engaging. There's a good damage from the horse archers. Nest of bees is still firing away. Neither of those Nest of bees actually go down, which I'm really surprised. Yellow lost a significant army there. Green has a higher destroyed value. Got a nice prime location for the Great Gatehouse. Has enough gold, needs a bit more food. About a minute's worth of food. Green's obtained 3 relics, yellow's obtained 2. Got walls on both sides. Age is complete, high armory now deployed in the field, so the Roost player has some discounted siege weapons. There's a good amount of golden stone here, so the Roost player could try to make another play for it. Great Gatehouse will provide some good coverage in this region, as well as the second site there. Green's not going for a keep here and going to be obtaining some stone. The Great Gatehouse is being built. So I think this will be a better area for it. This is more likely going to be the central battlefield. Barbican Sun has been equipped with Spring Gold. Why did that Spring Guard look like it came out pretty funny? I think that one came up normal. Great Gatehouse almost complete. You have the final gold collection. 15% more drop off, which is actually very important. Both players now age on up. Right now the Chinese players not really going for... There's the elite archer upgrade. We're just going to go for heavy Streltsy, so elite archers will make good sense. Wooden Fortress slowly being torched on down. Of course, has no inherent fire armor. And the Horsemen do have 21 torch damage. Chinese player Silversong Dynasty has good stockpile of villagers. Of course, the Roost player did a good job calling them, so he has 148. He does have himself 3 town centers. That's why the Roost player is so far ahead in villager production. That's good damage there. Another keep here. Wooden fortress here. You have the instant back up and tear down. Bombard straight forward. Good volley there onto those forces. Got a good number of nests of bees. It's really a hive of bee. Trying to siege down the great bomb or the regular bombard. Gets good damage to it. 5 nests of bees remaining. Got a village repairing up some of the others. Goes back that one. These are clock tower variants, looks like. Does get picked off there. Couple Shell Super Straight forward, Nest of Bees and Archers will both be a good counter to them. 3 Axles for the Roost player now, and Pyrotechnics for the Chinese player. So these two are dueling it out. It'll take forever though. This player has a good number of fortified palisade walls, which are the same cost as regular palisade walls, but already inherently pretty cheap. And that clock tower Nest of Bees does take some damage there. Oh, that one goes down. Elite armor tax is not being researched by the Chinese player. He has a decent amount of food and stockpiled up, not a whole lot of gold. I'm wondering if he's going to try to... They're obtaining some gold there now. What is going to try to get the Yuan or Ming dynasty? Right now, the Roost player is going for Shalsea Horsemen, which Firelines just get bonus damage, right? So maybe Yuan dynasty wouldn't be half bad. Also improves his movement speed, all of his first dynasty units, such as the Fire Lancer as well as the Palace Guard. Imperial Palace not being deployed in field, so Yuan dynasty is imminent. You're probably go for Palace Guard. Fire Lancers sort of made sort of fade away in the meta nowadays. But I would like to see Fire Lancers right now. I think Fire Lancers would be pretty good. We also have to research Elite Fire Lancer though. But now his all of his not his dynasty units, all units get plus 50% moon speed. Really nice, just not siege weapons. Horsemen now move incredibly quickly. Last stone being obtained. We do have one Palace Guard in the field. We do have the Elite Palace Guard. Looks like it's going to go for the fast Palace Guards rather than the Fire Lancers. Prodigal Sun almost goes down. Does get upgrade the bombard emplacement. Looks like this Walsum's about to go on down. The villagers trying to get back into the keep there. Keep is fully garrisoned. Is going to take out a spearman there. Something sort of makes me wonder, maybe they should add another upgrade to the Burning Sun, a Nest of Bees emplacement, like the Great Gatehouse there. To give it a bit more longevity for a landmark there. But maybe that would be a little bit overpowered. Oh well. Keep getting some damage over here. That scalp goes down. I also got some forces that went down over here. Single engineer remains, picked off some villagers. Horsemen rotating around. The Roost player still eyeing for Horseman Shalsea. The horseman be nice. Certain gunpowder could be pretty nice versus all the palace. Right now, I only got one elite palace guard, so nothing really big use of the unit didn't see. You may see some Bogotos in the field if I were to take a better look. Bogotos being salvaged there. Horseman straightforward. Nice thing about the unit didn't see as well. It does also make these horsemen incredibly quick and fast to help engage these Streltsy. But right now, we may need to see some SMDs engage the Streltsy right now. We got a lot of Streltsy in the field. It does have Serpentine gunpowder as well. The Hand Cannoneer does do 38 damage. Don't worry about the melee effect. Horsemen being picked up one at a time. There's a lot of Streltsy there. He allows an army of 117,000 versus 9,000. Green has a higher destroyed value, but he's just getting gunned down by all of these Streltsy. Green also has last seen a Streltsy blob like this. Of course, the Chinese have very good hand cannoneers with the power tank upgrade. They just don't have cheap Streltsy. And some of these hand cannoneers are being picked off one at a time. That's not good. That's a big waste of resources. The players going for more bombards. Also going for a warrior monk, probably trying to capture some sacred sites. Chinese players going for some horsemen as well as some more hand cannoneers. He has a bit of a mix of resources. Also building some forearms over here. Put some of this gold over here. So the Chinese players have already run out of gold. This player is picking up this gold deposit here. Not too much left is there either. This gold deposit is unspoiled, however. So the Rus player has plenty of gold at the moment. The Chinese player may be able to collect some taxes. 400, 500, yep. Wonders why I think you should eye for towns near the granaries so you can drop off those taxes. Good hits there onto these horsemen with the nested bees in placement. These villagers may go down though. Oh, here got the Streltsy before. Got forward walls being established here, but the bombards taking out the bombards. Horseman trying to push over here. At this current rate, he needs something a little bit heavier. He is fast slotting quite hard. Since the fortified palisade walls are equal cost of palisade walls, means they're really, really cost effective. It doesn't need too much there. At this current rate, he will need battering rams or fire lances to get through that quickly. That can be saying about fire lancers. Now I've got a good number of Chinese hand cannoneers, since they had increased range to get the first strike off the Streltsy. Does have certain gunpowder stuff, and plus now if Yun Dynasty, they can increase move speed. I forget what Ming Dynasty provides. Is it increased health or attack damage? Either way, both should be pretty good. Also affects Dynasty units. SVs to get a good volley there. Streltsy are effectively just a very good counterpart to the hand cannoneer, since they just are simply cheaper for slight benefits. No downsides to them. Spearman push way forward. Trying to scrape the bottom of the barrel when it comes to resources. The others aren't too big of a stockpile either. There's up some wood in some of the map as well. Game bit damage there. Good amount of siege weapon supply green. Big round of villagers gonna go down there. Of course, allows Yellow to get more military units in the field. He has a good queue of Schultz and Horsemen. He does not much of a queue at all, and actually not max pop. So the massive queue for the Roost player is a little bit tougher when it comes to the expended resources. Horseman's will be killed off. Green spawn bar trying to finish off the yellow spawn bars. Just take out one there. Yellow's streaming more horsemen. Chelsea. Green's having trouble with his reinforcements. Yellow pulls back the spawn bar there. Green's starting to pull back his spawn bars, which need a bit of repairs as well. Green has wood and gold. Needs more food. Needs perhaps spearmen and maybe more nest of bees. But for more spearmen there, his siege bombs, however, proving to be quick to block by the horsemen. Spearmen are not available. Another bombard goes down, just leaving one remaining. Yellow has a big round of Schultz still to forward. Only 2 left in the queue, but he still has 26 horsemen to run across the map. On with the clock tower, starting to go on down. Good damage there. Engineers push forward. Takes another outpost there. Engineers push forward. Trying to collect some taxes there. Though the Roost player simply has army, Green does not. Green's trying to go for more hand cannoneers now. All the pagodas, of course, has a relic inside of them, providing X amount of income. SBs doesn't get a volley there. Your Academy's about to go on down. Chelsea gets a good volley there. More Chelsea, more horsemen, of course, still being queued up by the Roost players, but the small bombards and as well some warrior monks. Couple mangonels will add as well. Green's doing a good job of microing his tank cannoneers. Not only do they have better range, they also have better mobility than the supposed opponent's Schultz. So he's able to micro away. But he's simply not able to large enough numbers. Horseman try to flank, but gets surrounded by the horseman. Three out of 6 landmarks destroyed. So we got the capital remaining. We got the Imperial Palace here, and the... Oh, Green does back up the game now. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.